Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's project. This week I have a piece of maple from some family land in Maine. So this is Maine maple. And if you stick around to the end, you will see the amazing red highlights in this piece and also how I fixed an imperfection. So stick around to the end. Starting with the Carter & Son bowl gouge as usual, just getting it trued up. It was processed pretty good, if I do say so myself, so it's not too out of balance. This piece has been drying for about 2 years. Checking for any tear out. And the lathe is a little bit faster now at around 800 RPM. Again, just taking my time to get it in balance. Stopping and admiring the red highlights in this piece. I know I say it every time, but I am always amazed at the grain in each of these pieces. It's really, really spectacular. You'll see as the project gets going how many different kinds of grains and spalting and reds and blacks and natural color, and how well they blend together, which obviously nature knows what it's doing. So starting on the bottom and the curve around the side, it looks like I'm making a tenon, but I'm not. I'm just trying to get it flat, and I'm going to be using a mortise and a foot. Different angle here. I don't always show this angle, but this is working on the curve and still on the bottom. And you can see, even with dust collection, the shavings still go everywhere, mostly on me. I think I'm a magnet for them. And with the tailstock removed, I'm going to finalize the foot and the mortise. Switching here between the Carter & Son bowl gouge and the Carter & Son skew chisel. Hey, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you. And if you like what you're seeing and you think I've earned it, please hit that like button and the subscribe button as well if you're not already subscribed. I have a new project video every week and have lots of tips and discount codes as well. So don't want to miss anything. You could save some money. Please, please, please subscribe. It really helps me out. I appreciate that very, very much. So on to sanding. I was sanded a little bit prematurely here because I had some voids to fill and still a little bit of turning to do. But I sanded 80 grit and then realized I should really fill some of the voids with something. So the tiny ones, I decided to use Starbond CA glue in black. Because there's already some spalting in this, it really goes together well. But there was one void in particular that was much bigger than the others, so I decided to use some Total Boat resin and eye candy pigment powder in a Busan blue color, as they call it. So here I am filling that, and I'm using the Total Boat 2:1 medium hardener. And I do have a discount code for Total Boat if you check out the video description. Amazing products and awesome savings, so go check them out. I let it cure overnight, and here I am doing some more turning to just do some final passes and get the bowl to the shape that I want. I am going to be removing some more material from the bottom side to make the bowl a little bit more appealing to the eye. I don't just want a blob figure, but something with a little bit of aesthetic. Something that highlights the natural beauty of the grain in this piece. Having removed the faceplate, I'm using the 4-jaw chuck. I have a Nova G3 chuck here. It's the only one I've ever used, actually. And to speed up the process, I am using a Forstner bit attached to the drill chuck and hogging out some material to get the process going. So after that was done, one pass with that, making sure it's still in balance, and then I'm going to start hollowing it out. And before anyone starts typing anything that I'm holding the bowl gouge incorrectly, I do know that. Here I'm using it more correctly, but as I was turning the resin off of the top of that, I kept my hand way down because the resin hurts when you're going 1,000 RPMs and it hits your hand. But continuing with the hollowing process, I used the Carter and Son bowl gouge throughout. I do have a link to this bowl gouge and the skew chisel in the video description if you want to check that out. They may be more expensive than some of the other no-name brands of tools or the cheaper brands, but these last forever. I've had this one, I want to say 2 years, and I sharpen it and it keeps on going. I'm sure I'll have it many, many more years. Switching out to the interior curved tool rest here. This is from Robust Tools. I've mentioned this in previous videos, but at around 100 or a little over $100 on Amazon. It is costly for something, just the tool rest, but when I got this, when I splurged a little and got it, I wish I had purchased it sooner. It really does help in situations like this. I'm not sure how well the camera is picking it up, but this was kind of a deep bowl, and so it helped me turn more safely, I guess is my point. Checking the wall thickness and the bottom thickness with the calipers and making some final passes to get the depth of the bowl where I want it before starting the sanding process. And I'll share one tip about sanding. I know everyone has their own opinions, but when I first started turning, I sanded with each grit as I was supposed to, but I didn't spend long enough. And I hurried through the process, mostly because I was very excited to see the end product. But when I got to the end product, I wasn't always happy with it because the quality wasn't as good. I probably spend at least as much time sanding as I do turning, if not more time sanding in most cases. And I don't always show it on here. I really don't show it on here ever because the videos would be very long, but I can say that you need to take your time with sanding. It can be tedious, but it is worth it in the end. After letting the sanding sealer dry, I'm denibbing it here with a Scotch-Brite pad and starting with the Abrasive sanding paste. A lot of people have commented in past videos that they've tried the Axe paste with my discount code. Thank you for doing that, but I think that all the people that have commented have said how wonderful of a product it is, and they're very happy they got it. So if you haven't tried it yet, check out the discount code in the video description. The kit that I'm using is the regular size kit, and the coupon code will save you 15%. If you buy the small kit, there's not a coupon code for that one, but the regular kit is very well priced. All their products are. Here is a close-up, and look at all that variation with the grain. I really like how this one turned out. I'm glad I spent a lot of time sanding. Here are the beauty shots. And if you've watched to the end, let me know by typing something that Maine is famous for in the comments.